Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my dear friends, and we are learning through this small tutorial how to create a login under Tickets and Trips and how to work like a sub-agent, sub-travel agency, and generate income for yourself. For that, we need to open the website first, TicketsNTrips.in. So that's the website, TicketsNTrips.in, and you can find the website is open. And to work like a sub agency, we need to have a login ID, otherwise we cannot make the reservations. So to create a login ID, first of all we need to register here. Go and click on register and you'll be finding such a screen coming. Put your name, the name of your company. If you do not have any company, you can put the name of your company like your name, and that's your company name. Like I can put my company name as Sita Kanta Travels. This is the way I can put, and wherever you find a red color star mark in front of that particular box identification, you can find that star mark. That means it's mandatory information you need to fill, and if there is no such star mark, it's not mandatory. Then residential address, of course you should be putting a valid residential address or registered address of your company. Then PAN number is must. If you do not have any company, you can put your personal PAN number and choose the file where you have taken a snap of your PAN card, and you can upload that. Not only the number is required, of course that's a must requirement, you have to put the image of your PAN card. Then as an address proof, you can put the snap of your Aadhaar card or electoral voting card, etc., and that's a must need, of course. And then PIN number, the city where you are operating from, like I can select a city, Delhi. Okay, Delhi area I have mentioned here. And PIN number, suppose it's okay, any of the PIN number that's relevant for your address. And then the office phone number, if you do not have any different office phone number, you can put your mobile number there. And then you can put your name and date of birth and mobile number and the email address through which you will be communicating with us. And then towards the end, you have the a password. You need to create a password that would be confidential to yourself. Even we cannot trace your password, so you need to create a password here. Put a password that should be at least 8 characters, alphanumeric mix, and alphanumeric and special character mix, and that's the way you can put a password. Then accept and register. Once you have clicked on this register button, then we'll be receiving this information at our admin, and then we can approve your login ID. Once the login ID is approved, then you can go and log in to work like a sub agency. Okay, let me go back and click on this login ID. I have already created a login ID for certain agency, and let me put that login ID. Login ID is always the email address you have entered there. So suppose this is the login ID of a sub-agency, support@scalier.com, and they have certain password. And once I have logged in, you can find the screen is coming to make flight reservation and hotel reservation. As of now, we have not created the API for the car reservation or cruise reservation or train reservation, but for the time being we are only dealing with the flight reservation and hotel reservation. And by default, always the flight reservation comes in front of you, but if you want to go to hotel, you can come to hotel and you can make the reservation for the hotel by putting the city name, check-in date, check-out date, and the kind of room you want, for how many persons and how many room, etc. So let's start with flight. So to make a flight reservation, you can go to put here the departure city. Like suppose I'm going from any city you want to put here. Let me put a city here, say Kolkata or Bhubaneswar. If you know the city code like BBI, you can put directly, otherwise you can put the name of that city and it will be taking the city code automatically. And suppose we are going to say Thiruvananthapuram, TRV, I can put the code or I can put the name and it will be coming automatically. Then I can put the date of travel. Suppose it's 14th of June and it's one way I have selected. I can select round trip as well. I can select multi-city. So let me take one way, and it's Bhubaneswar to Thiruvananthapuram on 14th of June, and this is for say two adults and one child maybe, and then I'm searching for the fare. So this is the way I'll be getting the different options of fare options, and I can select any of these fare options to make my reservation. Suppose, and it's always in the ascending order of the fare. The cheapest would be at the top and it would be increasing down. So you may select the cheapest one at the top, and you can select any specific airlines which are operating between these two cities. I have selected here. So here you can find two different airlines are operating from Bhubaneswar to Thiruvananthapuram. One is Air India, another is Indigo. If you have any specific preference, you can take the preference here like Air India or Indigo. And then there are like zero stop, one stop, one plus stop. Depending upon your choice and preference, you can select, like I suppose want to go with one plus stop. I may get a cheaper fare by that way. So no, I'm not getting anyway. So when I'm taking one plus stop, always it's going to be higher fare for me. And if it's non-stop flight, let me go for zero stops. Okay, by default always it would come with the zero stop and with the cheapest fare. If the zero stop is not available, then it would be coming for one stop and one stop. Then if one stop is not available, more than one stop is must requirement to go from one point to another point, then only it would go for one plus stops. But if you are forcefully selecting one plus stop, definitely you are going to be getting a higher fare. And how many stops are in between, of course you can find that information here. Like it's a one stop flight going from Bhubaneswar to Thiruvananthapuram. It's not a non-stop flight because non-stop flights are not there between these two cities. Okay, so now you can go and book any particular city, particular option. Suppose I have taken this first option and I'm booking here. Then it's pretty much similar to other websites. After this there is no problem for this, and I'm getting an error message here because my balance is only 11,000 rupees and I'm going to buy a ticket of 27,375 rupees. That means my balance is not sufficient, and that's why that prompt was coming in front of me that put some more balance so that you can buy this ticket. I have two adults and one child, and it's asking for the names of the person, and I can put all those details like name. Then it will be asking for the date of birth and address and phone number, etc., etc., and then you can complete your reservation. Okay, before going for completing the reservation, let me go to the home page of this particular I mean reservation system, and I was trying to buy a ticket on any particular flight between Bhubaneswar to Thiruvananthapuram. Okay, so this was the first screen we came across. So we need to first put some balance here so that we can issue the ticket. Without putting the balance, we cannot issue the ticket here. Why we need to put the balance first and then issue the ticket? Let us discuss about that. Okay, when you are making a reservation on Make My Trip or Yatra, etc., always you find, or on the airline website also you would find there is a conveyance fee of approximately 350 rupees per person per ticket. If it's a return ticket, it may be even more than that. So that conveyance fee is always added on top of the price of the ticket. Sometimes the ticket price is showing 5,000 rupees to you, and when you are buying the ticket it's costing you 5,425 rupees. Why that 425 rupees was added on top of that? It's a conveyance fee, and it's like a hidden cost, and we do not have any hidden cost here. Whatever we show, we we sell at that particular price. There is no hidden cost, there is no conveyance fee. And to avoid that conveyance fee, that's the payment gateway surcharge, we are asking the agencies to put the money first and then issue the ticket, so that that conveyance fee will be avoided and you can get a better deal from us. And we can put that money through NEFT, through UPI, etc. So how to do that? You have one account, you can go there, and here there is a payment information. you can put the payment here. The bank details of our company is there. It's ICICI Bank, Suryanagar, Bhubaneswar. That's Tickets and Trips account, and the account number is there. You can put the money to this account and send a screenshot of that transaction, and we'll update our amount here. And you can see here balance manager. It will be showing how much balance when it was um, given. Like you can put through check, through e-transfer, through cash, through instant recharge, etc. Send balance request. So these are some balance that was updated. It was like a demo on what date how much balance has been updated by this particular agency. So you see when the agency is putting some amount, that amount is mentioned and the screenshot of that transaction is given. So all that transaction that you are making to the ICICI account of Tickets and Trips, that screenshot should be sent through WhatsApp or through email, so that we will be updating that information here, and then you can issue the ticket without any hassle, and there will be no conveyance fee at all. And you have to collect the money from the customer at your own side through your POS machine or through cash or check payment, whatever it may be. That's up to you. Then how the markup has to be added. You know, all these fares are private fares or net fares. We do not give any kind of commission, rather the commission has to be added by you only, and then that has to be claimed back. Like for the flights, how the markup has to be added, we have mentioned here. Suppose this particular agency, this agency is adding say 300 rupees for all Air Asia tickets, then you can put here plus amount, and how much amount additional, it would be 300. Means on each ticket, whatever the price that would be showing from our website, it would be added with another 300 rupees and then sold to the customer. So customer would be actually paying 300 rupees extra on top of that ticket, and that's your profit. You'll be getting this amount as your profit. And suppose you do not want to put an amount, rather you want to add like a percentage, you can select here, and I can put here like 10% or 15%. So whatever the amount you'll be getting from our side, on that another 15% would be added, and then that would be sold to the customer. So customer would be finding, suppose the ticket cost is 5,000 rupees, 15% on top of that, which is 600 rupees added on that, and that's why the cost is 5,600 rupees. The customer would be finding the fare on the ticket 5,600 rupees, and we'll be giving that 600 rupees as your commission. So these are the net fares, and you will find there is a huge difference between our fare and the airline fare. So airline fare is, I mean, much higher, and there is a conveyance fee. Of course, you can transparently communicate to your customer that that conveyance fee is not required on our side, so we are avoiding that, and that's the way we are minimizing our fare. So even if you find the fares on the website of the airlines and on our website are exactly the same, still the fares are different because of that conveyance fee, which we are not claiming, and those airlines or the other travel agencies are charging. So you see here, you can add your markup through a percentage or a plus up amount. Like for Air India, I have not mentioned any amount, so I can put, suppose here markup value say 500 rupees. So on all Air India tickets, whatever I'll be selling here, that would be added with 500 rupees on each and every ticket. Understand? So for Go Air, suppose I have added a markup of 300 rupees. It's all on me. I can adjust according to my choice if I am the sub agency. Understand? So this is the way you can adjust your markup. And let me do here, I'm not putting any markup because it's a demo only. So I'm coming back to 0. If it's 0, that means you are not getting any commission from our side. And this amount, whatever that balance amount is showing, that's that the amount you have put on our site. Suppose you are selling a ticket at 5,600 rupees, which is where there is a markup of 600 added, then of course the ticket amount would be showing to the customer 5,600 rupees, but the actual amount on the ticket was 5,000 rupees. So 5,000 rupees would be taken from your balance. Understand? You will be collecting 5,600 rupees from customer, 600 rupees is yours, and 5,000 rupees is taken from your balance. Understand? So this is the way generally you can organize your work. And here you are seeing the logo is coming Saste Fair. And if you want to put your personal logo that should be communicated to the customer, that should be sent to the customer, then you can go to this logo here at the bottom of the screen. Just a moment, why it's not showing? Okay, yeah, it's gone. Okay, you see here. Okay, there is a logo button here. It's hidden under the bar, and if I click here on logo, you can find there is a screen coming like this, and you can upload your logo, which would be showing at the top left corner on your screen. And when you will be sending any reservation to your customer, it would be sent through your email address and with your logo and your name at the top of the communication later. So customer will be thinking that the reservation is done through you only, through your travel agency only, and not from Tickets and Trips. So in this way you can organize your reservation, and you can send the reservation to your customer, and then whatever the markup you'd be adding, that would be coming like a commission to you. Actually that would be kept at yourself only, and whatever the amount you have updated here, that amount would be your balance. And you cannot buy a ticket which would be above the maintained balance on this portal. So suppose you are buying a ticket of 30,000 rupees, before going to buy that ticket you have to update a balance more than that, or at least that amount here, then only you can buy the ticket. And to update that balance, of course you can make the payment through NEFT, through IMPS, or through UPI, and then send a screenshot to you to us through WhatsApp or through email, and we'll be updating that information here, and then you can buy the ticket without any hassle. That's all about the reservation process through Tickets and Trips after becoming a sub agency. Thank you and have a nice day.